Hi UPEA members, this is Todd Losser, Executive Director of the Utah Public Employees Association. We're about a week out from the beginning of the session, and UPEA has been busy working on different bills, and I just wanted to talk a little bit about compensation, and it's one of the top priorities for the association. And recently the governor's budget was released, and what he's proposed is a 3.5% COLA with a 2% targeted funding. And that targeted funding is directed at positions that are severely under market. And so the targeted funding has not been funded by the legislature over the last 2 to 3 years. And 2% targeted funding is quite a bit to try and get these positions that are anywhere between 15 to 30% below market, and to try and get them competitive in competitive hiring. And so overall on the compensation with that is 5.5%. But in addition, the governor has proposed funding for Department of Corrections, DPS, and for their pay plan, and which is roughly about $30 million. And so total, when you take that into account, you're really looking at about an 8% total. Even though that won't go to all employees, it's still pretty, it's probably one of the largest proposed budgets for compensation, at least in 15 years or so. And but again, it's up to the legislature on what happens next. And so UPEA will be working hard to try and secure all of that funding and make sure it goes to public employees. Mainly because if you look at the market, it's an economy, and Utah has the lowest unemployment rate, and so compensation for employees is very important, so that the state can hire and retain quality employees. And so as we go through the process, just to give you a heads up on how this works, is that each committee up on the Hill, each legislator, they sit on a committee that goes over budgets for each department. And in those departments, they will discuss compensation for employees. The agencies will talk about how it's hard to hire employees because of the market. And then what happens as we go through the process of the session, that's 45 days, we'll have a forecast, an economic forecast that'll come out in February. And based off of that forecast, the legislature will set their budget. And so even though it's 45 days, it goes by fast. It seems though that it takes forever to get to that point. And it's important because there will be a bill from the Executive Appropriations Committee, and that bill will determine compensation. So you'll have the Senate and the House and the governor's office, they'll all meet and they'll hammer out a budget. And supporting that governor's budget to get that money is highly important. And so throughout the session, you're going to be hearing a lot from us, from our podcast to videos. You're going to be seeing our weekly newsletter that'll be coming out, and you'll be seeing some things to contact your legislator to let them know how important compensation is, as well as other bills that are going to be coming out. And so it's going to be a whirlwind 45 days, and so we appreciate your support and look forward to hearing from you. We're also going to be having a day on the Hill in February, so look for some information about that, where you can come up and hear from legislators. You can also meet your legislators, or try to meet your legislator. They don't always come out and talk, but we can help you out with that, and it's a pretty good time. So again, thank you for your membership, and we look forward to talking to you. Thanks.